See if I can get you on the tripod here. Man, I'm out of breath. I'm talking too much. Yeah, the crappy thing is when you put this on the tripod, you can't see. It blocks half the screen, so I can't see what you're seeing. So let's just... Alright, so I've done these videos several times, but this one will be a really easy one. You can see we've got some fingers down through here. That's what we call fingers. Like I've said before, if we would try to install this tent right now, these would show up on the inside. I'm sure you guys have been driving down the road and see a back window with a big X, or you know, sometimes they have different, it just depends on how you lay it out, but a lot of times you end up with a big X here, and that's because they've not heat shrank it or not heat shrank it properly. You know, stick it in the center and work their way out. Well, you know, this extra film has to go somewhere, and it bunches up and they end up making creases and it looks terrible. So that's the whole point of heat shrinking a window. And these fingers sometimes will go this way on the sides. You can't shrink those. It will actually pinch the film up and it won't work. So that's why I just pushed this extra film in these long straight fingers. This window here is pretty flat, so we don't really have to worry too much. I don't want to say you can be careless with it, but it's, you know, it's definitely going to be one of the more easy windows to shrink. As far as what film we're using, this is going to be 5%. We're going to limo tint the back half of this car, and then do 20% on the front windows, and 5% on the front strip, the windshield strip as well. So now as I push this stuff down, a good habit I like to get into is just kind of heat up down here too. If you have a really aggressively curved back window, you've got a lot of big fingers, and you're shrinking down this way, eventually you'll pinch it together and you'll have like a crease or a pinch point here, and you won't be able to do anything. You know, it'll ruin the film basically. You have to start over. You can't really do anything to save it. So I like to heat up here, and then I like to heat down here a little bit, just kind of close up the bottom so I don't have that problem. Like I said, on this window, not really necessary, but it's a good habit to get into. Because it really sucks putting, you know, 15-20 minutes into a piece of, you know, cutting the pattern for a window, and then you get to the last little bit and you crease it, and then it's trash. You got to start over again. Now I should be well behind the line. Let's see where it's at. Yeah, so right there is going to be where my glass actually stops. So we're good. Crank this corner up a little bit more. Now this, you know, when you get down in here, there's always a rubber gasket right here. If you hang out with the heat gun too much, you can melt this gasket. You can also burn the edge of the tent and it'll curl up. So that's why you always want to leave yourself, like right here, like I said, is right about where the deck lid starts on the inside. And so this line, you know, this bit of film here is just extra, so it doesn't really matter. You always want to leave yourself a little bit of extra, you know, just in case something happens, you can shift it around a little bit. So you can probably see, here's what I was talking about, like right there's the line, and here's my extra film. I'll take you off the tripod, see if we can see that better. So right here is the edge of our border, and here's the extra, and I've got a gap like that pretty much all the way around. Oh, I got a comment. Hi, I am from Pakistan. How are you? Well, I'm well. How about you? So this right here is flipped up just because it's extra tight where it shrunk it a little bit. This isn't a big deal, actually. It's a good thing because the glass is slightly larger on the outside than it is the inside because of the thickness of the glass. And so this will actually help it be extra tight, and we'll have a lot less issues on the inside. After I final cut this, after I cut the exact pattern out that I want, then I'll go around the edges and heat shrink it again. A lot of times you'll get little stuff that pops up after you've made your final cut. So that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to keep this live short. I'm not going to install this one live. Heat shrinking is really the big thing. Once you figure out how to heat shrink, installing it then becomes the easy part, as long as your prep's right, which I use a mix of Windex and isopropyl alcohol and a steel wool ball, and scuff up the defroster lines and this ceramic dot matrix border. It helps the film stick. You don't really need to do that on your side windows or anything. Really, it's just to help the tent stick to the defroster and the side, the dot matrix on the side, like I said. So yeah, once you get your prep, once you get heat shrinking, window tint's really not that big of a deal, as long as you have the patience to actually learn it and all that good stuff. But there you guys go. If you're a healthcare professional, work in a doctor's office, whatever, and you want to take advantage of the free ozone generator service I've got going on, let me know. Be happy to get with you guys on that. Get you taken care of and germ-free. I'm going to get back to work. Got a lot of stuff to do today, but thanks guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video.